So, look, I just, look, man, there's no easy way to say this, so I just got to kind of say it.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to reach out because, and again, sir, I do this just out of good conscience, okay? I know you've been looking for your mother's been gone for about 3 days now.
Yeah, it's been a rough time.
Yeah, and I'm very sorry about that. And
Appreciate it.
Look, just gonna be straight up, man. This isn't an easy conversation, okay? Look, we found her, okay? Unfortunately, she did pass away in a car crash. Now, this is just very important. I know this is a lot of information to take in, okay? Just stay with me here. Look, this is vital, and it's important to understand every single aspect of what happened here, okay? Look, I know this is hard to process. Just hold on for a second, okay? Listen, we found her on the side of the freeway, okay? And what had happened was she was going so incredibly fast, okay, that she crashed. Now, again, and I know this isn't the right time to necessarily ask this and talk about this, but it just, sir, do you have car insurance? Because I can offer you that.
Welcome to a new era, where the future meets the past.
Finland is not real.
Above and beyond.
Helen Keller was a fraud.
Beyond.
It's never too early for Christmas.
There's a new place,
Grandma always says you need a lemon tree.
and a new time.
Temperature isn't real.
Perhaps the right place,
Lost my penis in the early 90s.
right place, then the right time. Discovery awaits. Right time. Right place, right time.
Well,
Look
here
like
we are.
a life. You look like a salesman right now.
Oh, salesman.
Like life insurance salesman.
Okay, I thought maybe you might say like a life expert.
Life coach.
Yeah, like a life
No,
coach.
they
Yeah.
look more
You can do
unshoveled.
anything you want. Yeah, no problem. Well, not anything.
Not a life coach. Life coaches are more like hippie-esque,
Kinda.
you know?
That, or they're like really jacked. They're just like a little too big for them for their bodies.
And they're like, I don't do steroids.
Yeah. And then they do that exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't smoke either.
Yeah. Yeah.
No substances. I
Yeah.
can't do that voice without coughing.
Yeah. I bet you one of those life coaches wants to, go full Homelander. One of these people probably tells him, like, I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling. I've had suicidal thoughts. And he's like, just jump.
Just jump, man.
Just
But buy this package first. That way when you leave,
yeah.
your family's got something.
Look,
Right.
sir, I'm going to be honest, you're going to want to jump. But
Yeah.
check out the table in the lobby because we got some good books.
From what it sounds like, it really does sound like there ain't much left for you. But if you buy this, you can leave something
Yeah.
for your family.
That's wild to say. Like, I'm going to be honest, man, there's not much left for you, but...
There's not much left. But once you're gone,
Yeah.
you can say that you left something for
Oh.
your family.
Uh,
Sign this right here, buddy.
look, there's not much left for you, but there could be more for your family.
For your family.
So if you want to just...
You have a family? No.
Security, can we get him out of here?
Well.
Wait, how much money do you have? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, no problem. Great. Well, good to hear that. How's your weekend been? Actually, sorry, let me rephrase that. Talk to me about your Saturday and Sunday.
Went to the retreat in the
Yes.
mountains.
Okay.
Church retreat. Hung
Nice.
out with the boys.
Wow.
Good time.
Yeah. Did the mountains speak to you?
Yeah, but I don't think repeating what they said here is very appropriate.
Uh-oh. What kind of retreat was this again?
a lot of blankets.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Where'd
Good
you meet
times.
these guys? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's what's up.
What about your weekend?
I bet. My weekend was okay. It was pretty good. I on Friday I was working. I won't say where, but about 3 hours north.
Sheesh.
Got bit like 20 times by mosquitoes.
Long drive. It's been getting hot.
Yeah, I'd like to. If we ever do like an insect tier list, I'd like to put mosquitoes at the bottom
Oh yeah.
because they don't deserve life.
Write that
I
down
think.
for a theme.
Yeah.
Mosquito tier list. Insect tier list.
Mosquito tier list, bro.
Yeah.
I think there's only like 2.
The only good mosquito is a dead mosquito.
That's right. Yeah, I could put that on there. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Every time you ask me how was your weekend, I forget almost everything that happened that weekend. It's like
That's
one of those.
sad.
It's one of those things where people are like, "Oh,
say a joke, be funny."
Yeah, be funny." Like I swear I'm funny. Or they're like, "Hey, what's your favorite food?" And you're like, and then you like revert to your 5-year-old answers.
Chicken.
Pizza.
Yeah,
Chicken.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's like there are other things. What the hell was I eating?
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. And like, dude, I'm driving sometimes and I'm thinking like, oh, this would be good to talk about on the podcast. And I sit down and you go, how was your weekend?
Gone.
Gone.
Yeah. You know, I like to shake things up a little bit when people ask my favorite food. I say, I like a nice lemon. And they're like, oh, like, like metaphorically? I'm like, no, I like a nice
Just a
lemon.
just.
Yep, cut it right down the middle. I like, listen, man. Don't let the naysayers like put you down. Lemons are good to eat.
Oh, that's true.
I'm serious, bro.
Do you make the face?
No, I'm gonna pull up next week with a lemon. Damn it.
You do that?
Dude.
I will bring an onion. I eat raw onions. I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. That's a thing.
Okay.
I eat raw onions.
Well, how about this? I one up you. You come in here and eat a banana with the peel.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Now we're cooking with gas here.
What?
Oh yeah.
Why are you telling me what to eat?
Perhaps a lime with the rind. Yeah.
Kiwi. I'll eat a kiwi with the skin.
Kiwis are.
I do that. I eat kiwis with the skin.
Yeah. Not bad. Okay.
Yeah. You cut off the butt. You know the nipples on the both sides because they're both hard. Because the thing is, I love kiwis. You cut them down the middle.
Yeah.
You get a spoon. And then you get the.
Seems okay.
However, then there's all that crap on the inside that you're not getting. Some more delicious kiwi that you're wasting.
Right.
So I looked it up.
Yeah.
The skin is edible. Yeah, it's literally like natural sandpaper, but
it's a little furry.
Exactly. It's like prickly. It's not even like soft. It's like
Yeah.
You put it down, cut off where the stem came from, the other side, because that's like the hard part. You can't eat that; it hurts. So cut, and then you just cut it, and then you got these little kiwi slices with the ring of fur, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I can't help but think that you're a little aroused by kiwis.
I'm not aroused by kiwi. I think you're just aroused by the sounds that I make when I eat my kiwis.
Not because normal people don't call nipples on kiwis or call them hard. So
Well, you call it the butts of the bread.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
What else? There are nipples to other things.
Dude, nipples aren't real. It's up there with Finland and Ohio, man.
Here's
Also,
something interesting.
Indiana and Illinois are up there, too.
Yeah, it's...
Just...
Well,
Yeah.
you have to censor women's nipples in, like, media, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to censor men's nipples. Take a man's nipple, cut it out in post, and then just motion track it to a woman's nipple. Now you have, like, 98% boob. You have 100% boob, but 98% female, and then, like, 2% male. Just the nipple.
Yeah, I might need
Is
to
that
check your
allowed?
hard drive, like, later tonight, maybe. Yeah, that...
You're going to just find just a lot of video of yourself.
Uh-oh, that might be a slip. I don't know if you meant to say that one. Well, you know what? Today's theme, I guess, is movies.
We watch them.
Which is... Sure.
We like to make them.
Yeah.
We review them on my channel.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Neil
Breen, the latest victim. Yeah.
The only victim, actually.
Well, no, Cheo.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever made that.
I forgot about Cheo.
But yeah,
Yikes.
we I thought it'd be kind of fun. Thing is, Miles here wanted to be a little difficult and said he can't make a list. So we're just going to discuss his favorite movies and my favorite movies.
Yeah.
In general.
Because I'm not one of those list makers. I can't come up with my top favorite movie of all time. Boom, boom, boom. And sometimes I straight up forget movies that I've seen until you mention it.
They might not be memorable, though.
But they like are memorable.
Oh, they are.
Like,
yeah.
Before this,
yeah,
you were talking about The Gray Man on Netflix.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that movie existed, but I watched it and I actually really enjoyed it.
That,
but I would not have ever brought that up if you're like, underrated Netflix movies. Gone.
That's why you got to get Letterboxd. You know what that is?
I do.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you're probably right because I need to get all that out there.
It's fun. I liked it because now I'll show you, not to take away, of course, from this footage, but it's great because you can track like your movies.
Would you consider yourself a letterbox bro? Because I know that there are those people.
Is that a thing? I mean,
Yeah.
I just like to use it. So
they're those people
you
who are
can,
like,
like, mark when
they're
you
like,
use
oh,
it.
I'm a cinephile and
oh no, I mean, I'm
I'm a letterbox bro, and then they're like, all they talk about is movies.
I mean, I don't go that hard. I just
would
like to
assume
use
not,
it to.
because
I just-
I've never heard you talk about it before. So
Oh,
off
yeah.
to a good start.
It's like on the on the DL. I mean, I use it to track whenever I watch a new movie, and then
That's probably good because, like I said, I
yeah,
forget.
and I
most
make
movies that I've seen.
lists for like the Marvel stuff. It's pretty
Mm.
cool. Like I rank like Phase 4 movies and shows and like just stuff like that for fun.
Yeah, because I forget a lot of what I think.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Let's hear
say
your favorite movies first to kind of get my juices flowing.
okay, sure. Well, I would also real quick. I would like to mention that I did get to see The Flash today,
Yeah,
and that was a really fun movie.
this is not a joke
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, no,
He
straight up.
actually got an early screening
Yeah.
of, I don't know how, I just showed up and he's like, oh, by the way,
Yeah,
I saw The Flash.
I-
And I was like,
where'd
what are
my-
you talking about?
I don't know where I put the poster, but yeah, it was fun. It was good. It was a good time. I mean, of course, I don't want to like spoil anything. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
Ezra Miller. That's
Is it?
no Ezra. Oh no, it's Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was thinking of Ezra Bridger. That's from Star Wars. No, Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
As much as, you know,
He's choke slamming
well,
people in a Walmart.
committed several crimes.
Didn't he commit kidnapping at one point? I'm pretty sure
yes.
he committed kidnapping at one point.
Kidnapping is one of them. Assault is one of them.
I think assault is like a few of them.
Yes, assault is two of them. He, groomed a minor, which is not good.
Ooh, that's
Having said all that, he did a pretty good job in the movie. He was really good. So there were like two versions of Barry. That's like in the trailers and everything.
yeah. That's no spoilers.
So like there are two versions of Barry in the movie, and one of them is like the main timeline one. So like
the ones that
one we've seen,
we've been saying.
and then the other one is like the one that he meets when he goes back in time to try to save his parents, or his mom. You know, from the Flashpoint story, which is like the classic. You know, his mom dies when he's a young kid, and then whatever. So yeah, the younger version. It's interesting because the younger version that he meets is super like immature and like obnoxious, which is funny because now this Barry, the main one, he's kind of grown in and he's still young, but he's matured a lot since
Right.
Justice League, and it's pretty
What's
wild
the
because
timeline between the Justice League?
I don't
Which Justice League is it following up? Snyder or
the one theatrical one,
Ew, the Joss Whedon
the
version.
Justice
The
League.
Justice League.
I mean, I think technically both of those. I mean, they take place at the same time.
Right, but one of them's like better.
So, well, no, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, I don't. I think technically speaking, it would be following the Justice League one. Damn. Having said that, canonically, I think it's been a few years because
Okay.
he sees Iris again in this movie, and she mentions that like she thinks that she met him a few years ago when you remember in Justice League when he saves her, and he's in Barry form, but he saves her from the car crash. Yeah.
That's Iris?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't really make
So-
that clear in that
I know.
movie.
I know. So anyway, so he does pretty good. He's really good, and Ben Affleck is in this movie, and
Right.
I will say
Isn't
Look-
this his last Batman?
it is, and I don't think he gets enough credit, to be honest with you, for his work in the Snyder era. I get that like his Batman, technically it's not really accurate, right? Like Batman doesn't use guns, he doesn't kill people, and I can promise you that those guys in the warehouse that he fought are dead.
They're dead.
But like it was still sick to see, and he played a dope version. And as Bruce Wayne, he was sick. You know,
He was a good Bruce Wayne.
that
I think
yeah.
that what the Snyderverse did
yeah.
was they took some top tier casting, honestly.
Oh,
Top tier
100%.
casting.
Yep.
And these actors did a really good job, but
Yeah.
it was all written so lame.
Yes, 100%.
I
Oh, bro,
still
you're gonna
think
piss
Henry-
off a bunch of people, which is great. Honestly,
I
don't
still
care.
think Henry Cavill is built for Superman.
no, he is Superman.
He is Superman.
It's not often that you get someone who is
and
so
Ben Affleck should
dedicated to
be
the
the
role.
Batman, right?
Yeah, I
This would
think
have been perfect.
especially because of like their age ranges together work with Henry Cavill and Affleck like together. it works pretty well, and that's the only
100%.
reason why James Gunn now going forward is going for younger. He wants to do younger Superman, younger Batman, which is understandable.
We want to see the start of it.
Yeah, so that's fine. But it is, I think what I thought was it's always going to be sad that looking back. So you see, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, arguably one of the best castings in the history of cinema. You're going to look back at Henry Cavill as Superman, and it's going to be a what if. That's the sad thing, because it could have been as good. Now we'll see what's next, but I will say, so Ben Affleck is in this movie, and he's not in it for very long, to be honest with you. But when he's in it, he was great. And in fact, when he's in it as Batman, I just wanted a whole solo Batman movie for just him because he was cool. There's also the Michael Keaton Batman, from the 80s, and he was pretty good. He was pretty cool. I think the story was cool this time. Like they actually got to flesh out Barry. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The screening I went to, they don't show anything like the post-credit scenes or anything like that. So I'm gonna watch it again because I don't know what comes next.
Right. Plus, it's not official release, which means that there are changes that are possible. Right. They might change some things.
Yeah. They told us. They said like just so you guys know, like this isn't 100% like gonna be the finished version. It's just that this is close to it.
Right.
So in terms of whether that's CG cuts, I don't know, but pacing. The ending.
How long was it?
It was like about 2.5 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be the final runtime?
The final runtime is supposed to be 2:26.
Damn.
Yeah. The end. Man, I want to talk. The ending is a pretty big cliffhanger, and it's just like I'm not going to say anything, but it's like it could mean a lot.
Do you think they will tie this into James Gunn's DCEU?
I don't know. Like. I could see it both ways, to be honest with you. And I
think the whole multiversal travel thing, I mean, you open everything up, which is kind of a bummer at the same time because you're like, all right, they're all back.
Yeah. No, I know. And that's the thing because it depends what Warner Brothers wants to do with Ezra. Because if they decide, look, we're recasting. We're going forward with a new thing, whatever. If that's the case, then this will just be another DC film that ended on a cliffhanger that wasn't paid off, which is fine because it's part of the old regime.
Right.
But if they do want to continue forward with him and they say we're going to keep him, it absolutely can.
Yeah, no.
Because the way...
Is he in prison yet?
No.
He should be.
He's not.
Ugh. How?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But, anyway, that's for another
day. Yeah. So ending was pretty good. And I will say there are like a good handful of cameos via the multiverse that are pretty cool.
If Henry Cavill is not in it, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be very upset.
Yeah.
I'll be very upset.
Okay.
It's such a bummer that the only thing he was in recently was Black Adam.
I know, and I mean it's
a bummer.
Yeah.
Also, a question.
Yeah.
Is it true that the only reason that this Barry knows about the Speed Force is because of the CW show when he met with that version of Barry Allen?
Oh, no, not necessarily, but
because
that's
canon, right?
Canonically, he didn't know he was named the Flash till then. Which, here's the thing.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
That's so weird that you're tying this huge movie to the CW show.
Bro, okay.
Which, let's be honest,
hold on.
Not the greatest.
Okay, yes, but I am going to defend the first 3 seasons because the first 3 seasons are peak. They're fantastic. And I will say that Grant Gustin, the casting,
I think Grant Gustin
phenomenal.
I just think it's campy and like the worst ways.
No, it is, but after the first 3. I promise the first 3 are better.
From what I've seen, I haven't even watched it, but
okay,
I'm gonna talk crap anyway. Okay. From what I've seen, his powers are inconsistent. You'll see him do something and like, whoa, he's that fast, and then like a whole nother plot point is like he can't outrun something that he should have clearly been able to do.
Yeah, that's a victim. I'm just speaking as someone who's watched like 7 out of the 9 seasons. That is a consequence of the later seasons because they brought on...
I'm talking from clips that I've seen in seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Well, I watched it. I'm just telling you, that didn't really happen too much. I mean, there were scenes where he couldn't run as fast as he thought he could, and that happened.
The ice guy? Why is the ice
Captain
guy...
Cold.
Why is Captain Cold even a villain?
Whoa.
He's a guy with a gun.
He's a classic... He's from like the classic list of Flash villains. It's just like I mean, in the same
You
way
gotta
where
do a better. You gotta.
no.
You
But in
gotta
the same
translate
way,
it into
okay, same way where yeah, I know it's a TV show, but like you could say the same thing about most villains. You could say Batman the Riddler. Oh, he's just a dude who tells riddles. Yeah, but
Right, but
there's
Batman
layers.
can't speed blitz. He can't. Bah! You don't have your ice gun anymore. What's the one thing you have? An
Okay,
ice
anyway,
gun.
whatever.
In the
This doesn't
blink of
matter.
an eye,
This
I
doesn't
could
matter.
Disassemble
This is a
it
tangent.
and put it up your rectum.
No.
How is that at all?
No. Listen, sure,
Alright,
but
I gotta,
that doesn't
hold on,
really
since
have
we're talking about
anything.
movies. That movie, the Elemental movie that's on your TV right now, looks like absolute ass. Can you agree with me on this?
I mean, yeah, I truthfully don't know that much about it.
Elemental.
I don't really. I've seen like the trailer, but it doesn't.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's like the very most basic story of all time of like, oh, I'm fire, you're water, we can't be together, but we're gonna be together.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
And it looks like the most uninspired movie ever. It's like every cliche known to man already. If I were to pull out my phone and show you the trailer, you know everything about the movie because you've seen it 1,000 times.
I mean, yeah, I saw like a 40-second teaser for it before a movie, and I didn't get it. I mean, what you're saying, I understood that, but like, if that's it, then that's
That's it. If I show you the full
yeah,
like, minute
that's
and a
pretty
half
lame.
trailer, you're like, nope, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
And they just basically do the Zootopia thing with like, and this is Elemental City, and it's just the elements living together. And everyone agrees it looks like it's going to be a bad movie. But for some reason, everyone is also like, but the art looks incredible. It's like, no, dude. They did spiky buildings for the fire people, round for the water.
Yeah.
No, dude.
At least Zootopia was like kind of cool.
It was an original thought,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Anything after that, Elemental is just copying Zootopia, and it's just mixing a bunch of things that we've all seen within the past 10 years.
I think Disney's animation, I mean, everyone kind of has agreed, like they've fallen off quite a bit.
They stopped
And
being...
I think the last, at least in my memory, the last really good one that I saw that I thought was actually good was Soul. I liked that one. That's the one with
It was
Jamie.
good.
I thought it was pretty good, but
Again, art style wise, I think it was a little uninspired because they're leaning too much into the same like cartoony realism look.
Yeah.
They're not having as much like diversity as like Puss in Boots, Spider-Verse, where they're actually pushing boundaries.
Even Kung Fu Panda, man. Kung Fu Panda would throw it. Kung Fu Panda's a great trilogy, man.
I think I told you I recently just watched them like a few months ago.
Yeah, they're great.
Damn, they go hard.
No, they're really good. They're actually it's actually one of those trilogies that like none of them are bad. No. In fact, I don't think the third one's bad, but I think it's the weakest of the three. Like the first one is fantastic. The second one's even better than the first, I think. And then the third one is still really good, but not as good. Yeah. And they're making a fourth.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Anyway,
but
back to...
So yeah, anyway, The Flash was great.
Yes.
Loved it, or I had a good time, and I will watch it again. I'm excited.
I'm going to watch it again too, because I really didn't care. I kind of lost interest in the whole DC movies. Yeah. I recently started watching Batman Beyond on HBO Max.
Yeah, for sure.
Great show.
Yeah, it's definitely
incredible. Good. I want to see a live action Batman Beyond.
We almost had it. You know that? You know that they were they already had it proposed. It was gonna happen.
No way.
But then when this whole new paradigm shift came, they axed all the old stuff. So they were gonna do that. They were gonna do a Batman Beyond movie.
Well, let's bring it back
crazy.
Because I mean,
yeah, it's wild.
Everything's been used up before, right? We get it. We've got so many Batmans. We get it. Yep. We want something fresh. We want something new.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond would be perfect.
Yeah.
Old Batman, like disheartened, passing it on to a new young buck in futuristic Gotham. That would go crazy. Cyberpunk vibes. Everybody likes cyberpunk vibes.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk Batman.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
Why don't we do it?
Yeah, Terry's a pretty cool character.
Dude, Terry McGinnis, the GOAT.
I think what's crazy is, so like I'm really looking like, yeah, I've always kind of preferred Marvel to DC. I think that just because I know more of their stories, but in the movie sphere, same thing, which is valid. Having said that, I'm still really excited to see what James Gunn is able to do.
Well, with the
DCU, I think the future is very bright, especially after watching Guardians 3, man. They got it.
I still haven't seen it. Damn, I forget. I
should check.
I've been busy. I've been busy.
You've been busy. No problem. It's okay. But yeah, they got some cool stuff. And what's even crazier is that we had Henry Cavill and Superman, and then Ben Affleck and Batman.
They were perfect.
And they were great. And what's crazy to me is that they've still never really portrayed Superman and Batman's relationship, like their friendship, on screen yet in a big screen. Like they still
Yeah.
haven't done that, and it's one of the biggest parts of like the Justice League.
It is.
It's pretty wild.
It's incredible. I don't know. The Justice League show, the classic cartoon, top tier show. I love it.
Yep. Even Young Justice too. Young Justice. You ever seen that
I
show?
don't think I have.
Bro, that's a good one.
That's next up once I finish
Check
Batman
that one
Beyond
out.
because it's
Yeah.
all on HBO Max.
Yep.
I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? Dang. Oh yeah, I prefer DC stories like the DC comics, just because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
The movies, Marvel's doing so much better. But I mean, if it comes down to a comic, would I rather read a Captain America comic or a Batman comic? I'm choosing Batman. It's Batman.
Yeah. It's kind of it's hard. It's almost hard to say now in 2023 because there are so many runs.
And there's so many bad runs.
There are a lot of bad runs. There's a lot of good ones. But I'm just saying of the big characters, man, there's a bunch. I mean, Batman has an insane amount. So does Superman.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has
Too
some
many.
great ones.
Too many, dude.
Too many.
Got
But,
too many.
Too many. But the current one that they're running with Spider-Man is garbage.
Oh yeah,
Which is sad.
I've just seen some people on TikTok be like, "She cheated on him," and I was like, "I don't know what's going on."
yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah. No, it's pretty. Yeah.
I think we need to put some characters to rest for good. This might be controversial.
Like in the comics,
completely.
just in general.
In general, stop it.
I know. See, I feel like I
think
can
we
already
need
see
to
where you're going
stop
with that, but you know that they can't, right? Like they won't.
They won't, but they should.
Sure, but they never would because it just makes money.
It makes money, but the thing is,
Like
come
why
up with
would you
something new.
why would you ever put Superman away, right?
Dude?
I'm just saying, like objectively speaking, like they would never do that because Superman's like the biggest character ever.
I know,
You
but
know?
like, think about Legends, dude. Think
Yeah,
about
no, I get it.
Legends. There's only a few stories about these singular people, and you never forget them, right?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, they're coming out with one more movie. Harrison Ford said, "When I die, that's it."
You know what's crazy? That movie has some bad reviews from the Cannes Film Festival.
I know, because they should have let it die.
They should have let it die.
They should have let it
the
die.
time to make sequels was like 30 years ago.
Dude, so long ago.
They had their
But see,
window. And
Indiana
they
Jones. But here's what I'm saying. Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if this movie does good or bad. It's already legendary status. And he's one character
Yeah.
portrayed by one guy. He's only got a handful of stories. I don't know if they're spin-off comics and whatnot. If they are, they're not popular.
Yeah.
But now everybody knows Indiana Jones.
Sure. It's a little different when the comic comes before the film, right?
For sure,
Like
but
when
what I'm
they've been
saying is,
around for a little while.
Look what happened with Logan. I mean, this is not as
Sure.
much because the character of the Wolverine still exists.
Sure.
But we had the one definitive portrayal.
Yeah.
And then
That
they-
was based on the comic.
And
though.
then they, well,
Logan
yeah,
movie.
exactly. But then they
Yeah.
put it to rest. And I'm pretty sure it's like the best-selling X-Men movie ever.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Logan's one of my favorite comic book movies ever.
Oh,
It's in my-
agreed.
yeah, it's a great
Absolutely,
one.
right? So they put
It's a
it
great
to
one.
rest.
Sure.
And now it's legendary status.
Yeah.
Because that's how it is.
Although he will be back in Deadpool 3, which we'll see how they do that.
I mean, I trust Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna mess up the.
They're not going to mess it up. It's just going
But
to
yeah,
be
I see.
goofy
I
enough.
know what you're saying. I mean, there are some characters that like. It's just their story's great enough. I think that's why it bugs people when there are no real stakes offered in movies. So like they'll kill
Yeah.
someone only to just bring them back. It's like, well, then why do you kill him?
Or like in the
Things like
comics,
that.
it's like,
Sure.
oh, he's dead, but only in this run.
Yeah. So I mean, that happens. I
Could
mean,
you imagine
if
if there was like an entire like Batman dies, like it was the final comic, the
Well, there-
final movie, and it was just like we're not making anything else. This is the last.
I mean,
Batman
if that
IP
was
we're
the
in.
one, yeah.
Could
I
you
mean,
imagine how, dude? There would be
See.
like a national day of mourning.
Well, you know what's crazy though, right? So there has been a run where Batman dies, right? And that's when the Gotham family
But that's
happens.
a run.
No, right. But what I'm saying is, when that came out though, I'm sure it was assumed it was the finality, right? Like
Yeah.
people probably thought, oh shoot, you know, Bruce Wayne is dead. You got Nightwing, Red Hood, Barbara. They're all trying to take the mantle. They think the Court of Owls did it. There's this whole mystery about it. What happens here? But then, I don't really know the full history of after that, but then they changed it and it's different. There are some characters that they're still killing off. Like, I know right now in the Marvel comics, no. This is going to go too long. I can talk about this stuff for too long.
Oh, absolutely! It's so much
We
fun.
can go back to talk about movies, though, because that's what we were going to do.
True movie that I think you need to watch. Buried, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, Buried.
It's an old one.
Psychological thriller. I think it was like the early 2000s.
Have you seen Waiting
Crazy.
with Ryan Reynolds?
No.
It's a weird one.
Psychological thriller?
No.
Huh.
It's a comedy, and it's really weird, and it's really gross.
We'll trade Ryan
I'm
Reynolds
not
movies.
a fan. Okay.
No, dude, Buried, you gotta watch
Yeah.
it. It's like an hour 25, hour 30 maybe. The entire movie
You told me
takes
about this.
place in a coffin.
Yeah.
He gets buried alive.
Huh.
He wakes up.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Hmm.
And it does not get old.
Hmm.
It's crazy. The tension builds,
check that out.
tension releases. What?
I said I can check that out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah. I like Ryan Reynolds is. I mean, he's like a classic. Like everyone likes him.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely got some really good ones. I think. As of late, I've kind of tended to be watching like a lot more serious movies. I mean, some of my favorite movies are comedies for sure. But I'm just saying, as of late, I just watched Sisu. That one.
It's out already?
Yeah, Gold Mine. Yeah, it came out.
How am I missing all
Dude,
of these
that-
movie release dates?
That one came out like 3 weeks ago.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks
What
ago.
the hell?
I went to see it and it was like an empty theater, which is kind of sad, but it was good. It was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
liked
no kidding. I want to watch that. Damn,
Yeah.
I gotta go watch that. But no.
Yeah.
Buried is a serious film.
it. Okay, that's good.
It's a psychological thriller. I think is the genre.
I-
Crazy,
I think if
underrated.
okay, I'll check it out. I don't know if I can do I can do a list of my all-time favorite movies. I don't know if I can do it right now on the spot, but in terms of recent movies though, like recent memory, I know that
John Wick 4, incredible.
John Wick 4 was really good.
Really good.
I think so far though in the last 2 years at least,
I
recent
haven't
memory.
watched that many movies and or shows in the past 2 years.
Top Gun Maverick is my favorite
I
movie.
haven't seen it.
That movie was it was movie of the year last year,
Yeah.
and it's one of my favorites in recent years. It was fantastic. So, Top Gun Maverick was great. The Batman was fantastic last year. I really liked
Oh,
that.
incredible.
You
I'm
just
excited
watched
for the next
every-
one, 2025.
Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once. You just saw that.
Good movie.
That was last year.
I really enjoyed it. Did you watch that?
No.
It's pretty good.
Didn't
I
see
wouldn't
that.
say it's like my favorite. It's really fun though. It's
Yeah.
it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, man. I like. I just watched Prisoners. You know that one with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
It's an older one. It's like 2009.
Oh, is that
10?
the one where he's like
You haven't seen that one?
hitting the hammer into the sink? Where's my daughter? That's not that one. is
Yeah.
it? That is that
Have
one.
you seen that movie?
No, I just see that clip on TikTok everywhere.
Oh, dude. So, okay, the movie itself is like really dark, but
Yeah.
it's a fantastic movie.
Oh,
Like the acting is
I
crazy.
don't deny that.
Jake Gyllenhaal, dude, kills that movie.
Nightcrawler,
Nightcrawler's great.
incredible.
I mean,
movie.
it's a dark movie, but it's great.
Oh yeah.
No, Prisoners is basically Hugh Jackman plays a dad. He has a daughter.
I
And-
assumed so.
And
Where is she?
And they're over at their friend's house for like Thanksgiving or something.
Wait, how's Jake Gyllenhaal and
I'm about to explain. So Hugh Jackman's over at his friend's house on Thanksgiving. Terrence Howard actually is his friend. You know the actor, Terrence Howard?
the Riddler?
No, what?
Who's Terrence Howard?
I mean, I'm just saying the actor. That's like
I don't
the
know
friend.
who he is.
He was Rhodey in Iron Man
Oh yeah,
before.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's over at his house.
Yep.
And he has a daughter too. So
Mhm.
Hugh Jackman and their daughter, they're like playing, and they live down the street.
Right.
And the daughters want to go to Hugh Jackman's house to go get something because they want to play with this toy. So they go. And the older siblings were supposed to go with them, but they didn't.
Ah,
And now the daughters are missing,
both.
both of them.
Ooh.
And there was this like RV that was parked outside one of the houses earlier that they were playing on. And they were like not supposed to be there. So they were like, come on, let's go. So then that RV's gone also. So it's like, oh, what happened? Anyway, so the daughters are kidnapped. And basically the whole movie is,
The two
Hugh
dads.
Jackman trying to find his daughter.
Right.
And Jake Gyllenhaal is this detective. He plays a detective who, at the point of this whole thing happening, has never, never lost a case. He's always found, what's happened.
Okay.
And so they ask him to come in, and he just plays such a great role. He's like this like kind of eccentric like dude who you can tell he's like got his own demons. Like he's just
Speaking of eccentric detectives, have you seen Boondock Saints?
No, you told me about
Willem
this.
Dafoe
With Willem
plays
Dafoe,
the
yeah.
most eccentric detective you have ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but you showed
Right.
me a clip from that one.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it definitely is like it's a good watch. Anyway,
For sure.
continue.
Yeah, no, so that's kind of it. And like, there's this scene. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like his character seems like someone who never or will never get enough sleep at night. Like literally the first scene that you meet him, he's like at a diner, on a holiday like Thanksgiving. It's like some Chinese, not even a diner. It's like a Chinese restaurant, and he's by himself. There's no one else in the restaurant, and he's got a cup of coffee, and there's like a newspaper, and like the camera like slowly pans over to him, and like you can already tell off the bat like he like keeps like twitching his eyebrows, like he's
Literally
just
made
kinda
him.
thinking-
I'm sleepy all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So he's always just like and
I took a nap before I got here.
did you?
Yeah.
I used to never believe in naps until kind of recently, and then I took one a little recently, and
They're wonderful. I tell you.
But anyway, great movie. Really sad though, like really sad. And then Paul Dano, who plays the Riddler in the Batman,
That's
he's
who
in
I
it.
know from the clip. That's why I
Yeah.
said yeah.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's it's a creepy movie, but that one's really good. I think Christopher Nolan always kills it. Oppenheimer is going to be great.
He
this
did that
summer.
movie?
No. But
Oh,
I was going to say
no way.
I was going to say to go into because I was going to say Tenet. Is a little
Haven't seen Tenet
misunderstood.
either.
I think a little misunderstood. It's really good, but it's also really trippy. There's some good ones out there. I think one that I really wanted to.
All I know is that a lot of people were confused by it, and they said it didn't follow its own rules because
Tenet?
of the time.
Oh,
I don't know, but I do know that whenever you mess with time, even if you're following your own rules, people might misinterpret your rules. So
yeah.
it's a tough.
Also, I think like we talked about it on this before, but like it was funny because he says that he like consulted with like quantum
yeah.
physicists about like how to properly do it. I was like, dude, we don't even know how to do it.
We don't know.
So,
Just make it up. You'll be just as close as they are, dude.
it's like, dude, Interstellar did the same thing. They were like, yeah, we consulted, physicists. Like, yeah, but here's the thing: we've never been in a black hole.
Yeah.
So you don't
could have
know.
consulted your 3-year-old son, and he would have given you just as plausible of an answer.
Bro.
The scientists will just throw random words in there and say, "But
Yeah.
we're not really sure."
100, yeah, dude. I
Just ask your kid; he'll make something up that
I can
sounds so much more fun.
I can assure you, the scientists that they consulted told them a bunch of buzzwords, and then we're like, but this is what we're currently theorizing.
Yeah,
And they
it's
just sent them with a
basically
paper.
what they do is they're like, "Oh, black holes." Well, and then they just describe all the stuff about space that we do know, and
Yeah.
then they say, "But black holes don't follow those rules,
Yep,
so
yep.
we don't really know." It's like, you wasted my time. I think actually.
Yeah, just kind of like when the meeting ends, you're kind of like,
So basically, you
I
still
think-
don't know. Yeah. All right.
did we like just meet 5 hours ago? Like,
Yeah,
what
it's
are we
like-
doing here? what's
You wasted my time.
yeah, thank you.
I'm not paying you.
Weren't thank you, but no thanks. I'm gone. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's good. And then shows. I never watched as many shows, but recently I told you we did talk about this a little bit. I think last episode or so. But like True Detective, still watching that.
Mhm.
Succession, the series finale is next week, and I'm not ready.
I thought it was last week.
No, that was the big episode I told you about. But the series finale is next Sunday. The episode this past Sunday was fantastic. It was even better. But yeah, I think after that ends, I have a few shows I want to watch, but I'm like trying to focus on
no
movies.
shows
You
that I
know.
want to watch.
Oh man,
I'm rewatching The Walking Dead with my parents.
there you go.
I'm gonna stop after season 7 because that's when I stopped before because I stopped caring.
Yeah.
That's it.
Amen. Well,
I fell out of the whole media thing. I haven't watched any of the new movies, except for John Wick 4. I just watch movies when I'm chilling
yeah.
at my house. I'm not like, I don't know. I think, dude, literally Marvel, the 4th stage, whatever the hell they call it, literally put me off to movies in general. I just don't watch that many new movies anymore.
Did you see the new Super Mario Bros. Movie?
No,
That was really good.
that's what I heard.
That was, that
The
was
same
great.
response.
I mean-
No.
I heard some take recently that personally I actually thought was pretty good, and it was talking about how this person doesn't think the binge culture is actually like good because when these artists put out, and I'm calling them artists, but like directors, when they put out these, these movies or shows that they put a lot of storytelling and work into, only for people to like casually play it in the background while they do stuff. That's not what its intended thing was for, right? Its intent was to watch it. Like
Binge culture ruined the release for one of my favorite shows of all time because it was anticipated for so long. People were like, when is it going to happen? Are they going to animate this? When is it going through? They finally announced it. Coming out December 1st. Everyone's like hyped as hell. They're like, all right, awesome. Are we going to get the weekly releases that everybody wants?
Yeah.
Netflix bought the IP.
Oh.
No,
well,
we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So like, okay, well, what are you going to do? Like, we're going to drop a full batch. And everyone's like, oh, that seems like a lot, but hey, I'm down to binge an entire season of this show that I love so much.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype for it. It kind of fell off and came back because Netflix buying this IP kind of flubbered it.
Sure.
Anyway, boom, December 1st shows up.
Okay.
12 episodes out of 38. And everyone's like, oh, okay.
That's a weird, like...
They're like, okay. So when they said batch, they literally meant one portion of it.
Yeah.
Everyone watched it. It was good. Story's good. Animation quality's kind of lackluster. Seems slightly uninspired and looks a little rushed, as if they didn't have the time to do it, which they did. Maybe if they did weekly releases, they would have had a little more time. But they dropped 12 all at once. And everyone's like, okay, that's weird. I binged all 12 episodes in 2 days. And I was like, all right, because I didn't want to get spoiled online, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to watch it all. That way I don't get spoiled by someone who binged it faster than me.
Sure.
And I was like, awesome. When do we get the rest?
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, we'll wait a little bit because 12 episodes, maybe 12 weeks, right? It was supposed to be a weekly release, so we'll wait 12 weeks. 12 weeks later, Netflix does not say a thing. And we're all like, where's the rest of the show? Why are you doing this? This is a beloved IP. Why are you... Nothing. Nothing. Middle of the year, they go, oh, by the way, another 12 batches next month. Huh? What? Next month shows up, 12. Why did we have to wait 9 months for another 12? That's not even the end of the season for some reason.
Yeah.
And they put out like a trailer maybe, released it, 12 episodes, and then, again, you binge it all in 2 days.
Yep.
Then you finish it, and you're like, okay, do we have to wait another 9 months? Because if I have to, I'm ready. Take as much time as you want. Animation quality was a little better. Please just make it good. Time goes on. A few months later, it drops tomorrow. What? The last 12 episodes, incredible ending to this incredible show, randomly dropped exactly 1 year later, December 1st.
Okay.
So it was like a 9 month wait and then a 3 month wait.
Yeah.
And if you look at the statistics, most of the people who started watching the first year did not come back for the end. They completely killed their own hype and ruined it because of this stupid binge batch releases.
Yeah.
Terrible. I hate it. So
Get
Netflix,
that out of your system.
stop doing that. You're ruining things, and I hate you. Do weekly releases. The Mandalorian does that.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. You talk about it for a week.
Well, that's like HBO's thing. Like HBO releases weekly.
Didn't Netflix do it for Stranger Things? Didn't they?
No.
They didn't do weekly releases for Stranger Things?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I could have sworn they did.
No, they didn't. They did 2 parts though, if I remember right. I think it was like yeah. No. Yeah. Netflix did 2 parts.
Okay.
It was 2 parts, but both parts were released all the episodes at once though.
That's not too bad, I guess.
Netflix
were they
is
at least
not
telling you like, hey guys, this is when we're releasing these 2? They weren't just like, oh, here's one. I don't know about the rest. Oh wait, there you go.
Yeah. No,
Stupid.
Netflix did that for Stranger Things and for the show You, which I love. It's a great show. But they did that. They released part 1 and then they were like part 2 is coming out. It's only like a month later.
But they like advertised it at least.
Yeah. But see, that's why I like it. HBO's done that forever with Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon,
They do
Succession,
weekly releases, right?
Barry, weekly releases.
Oh, wait, Succession's on HBO Max?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
it's an HBO show.
Huh, I did not know that. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Put it out all at once or just do weekly releases. People enjoy weekly releases because then you watch it, you get hyped.
That's
like
the
for the
point.
Mandalorian, then you have an entire week of talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But the way they did it, everyone talked about it for like a month and then just
Mm-hmm.
slowly died. And then there was that little people who actually were paying attention. Oh, the next batch. And then,
Yeah.
and then that was it.
Yeah.
They killed it.
Yeah. No, I mean, all that to say, I think, binge culture is kind of tough. I mean, I've binged shows, as well. Breaking Bad, right? Like, I did that too.
sure.
Just But that's more because like
It's done already.
It's done
You
already.
Can,
Yeah.
right. It's been
If it-
done for a while.
Yeah.
They also did weekly releases.
And
I'm pretty sure.
if they're making if there's a show coming out that's like it's not going to be done after this season, like they're still going to continue it, they should definitely do weekly. Because what
Absolutely.
happens is they do everything at once and then the hype kind of dies for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when they want to come out with the next season, they're like, "Oh guys, it's back." It's like, "Yeah, but I kind of forgot because
Yeah.
you didn't say anything."
And the worst part is in this one that I'm talking about. It was
Yeah.
the middle of the season, so it's not even like we had a full story to enjoy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, like half the people didn't finish it
Yeah.
because they forgot about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I
hate
anyway.
Netflix.
Netflix hasn't. In my opinion, the only really great original Netflix movie was this movie called Extraction with Chris Hemsworth.
Have not seen it, but I want to.
Yeah,
They're
it's an
coming out with a second one.
They are, and it looks so good,
It does look so good.
bro. So the Russo brothers directed it,
Ah,
and they look. I mean, they've done some action movies outside of the Avengers, and people have mixed feelings about them. But I will say, for the most part, their action sequences are always pretty good. I mean, Winter Soldier has arguably the best hand-to-hand combat in the MCU.
mm-hmm.
In Extraction 2, so Extraction 1, one of the biggest things
Do
that
not tell me the second one already came out.
no, it hasn't.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
It's coming out in like a month or two. But the first one of the coolest things it did was the use of one-shots. Like the Russo brothers like totally went crazy with it. And like some of the action sequences had some sick one-ers. Like they were dope. Come to find out, right? So they released the trailer for the second one. And there's this really sick prison fight scene.
Oh, I think I've seen the trailer. It looks incredible.
And it's a one-shot of this prison fight scene where Chris Hemsworth is out there and he's fighting and it's just going back and forth. Come to find out, that fight scene is in the movie. It's going to be a 21-minute one-er.
No way.
How do you even do that?
Dude, okay.
A 21-minute
I
one-shot.
can't hit on Netflix for too much
That's
because
crazy.
they did that. They also did the Daredevil ones, which had some great oneers as well.
Yeah.
In each season, they had a
Yeah.
top tier oneer. So can't hit
True.
on them that for that much.
Those were, Daredevil was fantastic, of course.
But then again, Netflix takes another L by being, hey, Daredevil, one of the best shows we've ever put out, canceled.
Oh.
And now
Well-
they're handing the reins over to Disney, who are going to do some sort of tomfoolery to it, I bet.
We'll see. I'm not gonna
My
say
hopes
that
are not
yet.
high. My hopes are not high. Let's just say that. I don't think they are going to ruin it, but my hopes are not high.
I don't think that they...
Here's
I
a
don't know.
question.
It's super beloved, and I know that they know that, and I think that they can respect it because Deadpool, they're
Yeah.
keeping it R.
Okay.
Like it's staying its own thing still.
Do you think,
Daredevil.
because I know the Punisher's coming back,
Mm-hmm.
will they give us the Punisher that Netflix ended season 2 with? That's the question. If they are not willing to do that, if they're going to do some other BS reluctant hero type story, they're failing.
Well, I would say, one, like my mindset is like it's Daredevil's show, so I'm not gonna care as much for other stuff. But having said that, the Punisher being in it, I think it could be. I think here's the thing that people get caught up on a little too much though. Like, it doesn't have to have blood and gore to be the same character.
No,
It can still be dark and rated PG-13 and everything, and still be the same Punisher and Daredevil that Netflix had.
right. But the thing is,
not
we
impossible.
shouldn't have the same Punisher. That's what I'm saying. Because the Punisher
No,
ended
no,
his
I'm
arc
just saying, like-
somewhere perfect.
Yeah.
And if they somehow pull him out of that perfect arc, then I do not trust that they're going to do anything good to Daredevil.
I mean, we'll see. I'm not sure. Thing is, Matt still has
Ooh.
a lot of story though.
Incredible.
Yeah, so like, same way with like, people were whatever. Anyway, like again, I could talk about it forever, but like, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think they're gonna do something different. I don't think it should not. It's not the same show.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, it is gonna be different, which is fine. It's a bigger sandbox now, right? They got a lot
I don't
more
know
to
if that's
play
a
with.
good thing.
We'll
Anyway,
see.
I wanted to
Yeah.
talk to you about those two idiots that
Whoa,
we see
whoa,
on
whoa, whoa,
TikTok.
whoa. We're not gonna name call like that.
Dude, it'd be so fun to beef with them.
Yeah,
We should.
sure. I don't even know their names.
Neither do I. I mean, their
We
Their
did call
YouTube-
them out though. Like,
YouTube is just the Nobody's podcast. So now I'm calling them out by name.
okay.
I love
Take-
starting beef, bro. I
I
love
mean-
it. I love it. So on TikTok, let me pull it up.
I think we did call him out like as a joke a few episodes ago.
Nah.
Episodes ago, no?
A while ago.
Wait. These are the same guys, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
the
Yo, we were a bit. Those guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
they have 9 million followers on TikTok.
Okay.
I was scrolling through, found one of their TikToks, and I was like, do they actually have a podcast? I was like, are they just making short little bits for TikTok? They do have an actual podcast. I watched some of it. It is not at all their TikTok stuff, which means they sit down like we do, have a podcast, and then they stop recording and they go, all right, let's pull out the scripts. Hey, did you know? You know, it's like, dude, just take clips out of the thing. Here's what's insane. On YouTube, 1.7 million subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
1.7.
But their videos do not go above 20,000 views.
See, I mean, it's definitely a little suspect, but that
well, the further back you get, obviously it's going to stack, but most of the recent stuff.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, there are some huge name YouTubers that have way more subs than that, and their ratios are also really low.
But not that bad.
I mean, can I do some quick math? I mean, yeah, no,
That's
I mean, because I mean, even like, here, let's see if I can do this.
ASMR of me eating. What are these?
So like, okay, wait. I feel like Mr. Beast is the only one that like his views translate to his subs. Like that dude goes, no, oh my goodness, now I gotta mute that. No, Mr. Beast has I think 100-something million now subs, and his views are crazy.
Oh yeah,
right? Like within a day, the dude's got like 40 million views. Okay, so insane. Now, someone that I respect a lot, like PewDiePie, 111 million subs. His videos right now only average about 1 million views a video currently. I mean, now a lot of those subs given came from like his whole battle with T-Series and like all that stuff.
Plus,
that's
he
understood.
is retired now.
I know.
So
no. I get it. My point though
I'd say let's look at Markiplier. Because
Markiplier.
he's still active.
Sure.
So let's take a look.
I mean, it is a little suspect, but yeah, I mean, maybe, I would just say to these
Markiplier
guys.
has 34 million subscribers.
Okay.
Let's see. 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million views, 1 million views, 2 million views, 1 million, 3 million, 1 million. So I would say it's safe to say that a ratio that you want would be like around 1/10 of your subscribers, right?
Yeah.
If you're within a month, right? Okay, some of these things like 2 weeks ago is 3.1 million, right? Once you get back like a month, then you start getting, 3 million, 5 million, 6 million. So I think like if you have people subscribed, you want everything to be around a 10th, I'd say, is what I see. But these guys aren't at a 10th.
I mean, yeah, you definitely want it. Okay. Yeah, I would just say, if anything, script your videos better, guys, because
just
they're bad.
Don't even script your videos better. Just act better. Stop reading. Maybe talk natural for once.
No, see, if anything, it just goes back to what we already said about those scripted podcasts, which I think was episode 7, maybe.
That'd be incredible if you knew that off the top of your mind.
I think it is. The scripted, unscripted podcast. That was the episode name. Where we said, if you're going to make it scripted, it shouldn't be, like, manufactured out of a factory. Yeah. Make it be like, dude, I was reading this theory, man, about Iron Man, and then you just start talking. But if you're like, dude, have you heard this
Yo, dude, did I tell you about that? We're going to do the whole bit
dude.
again.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. I'm very angry today.
That's all right. That's okay. We do got to wrap it up here a little bit. But I will say, this is episode 20, which means that the next one is a big deal.
It's a big deal. We got to pull up. Are we going to pull up the statistics now or next week?
No, we'll wait till next time.
Big episode. We're making history.
Yeah, it's like when he says that he's not just being metaphorical. We will be making like monumental history.
Monumental history.
Like what we're gonna do next week. Like most people can never say that they've done it. Actually, honestly,
we're ranking up high. We're climbing the charts.
Yeah.
Where to next? To the top. That's where.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I mean, Aristotle, never done this before.
Nope.
Tim Cook, nope.
Nope.
Steve Jobs, don't think so.
Uh-uh.
Bill Gates, nah.
Joe Biden? Nope.
Nope. Not even Trump has done this.
Not even Trump, dude.
No
you know
one.
who definitely didn't do this?
Who?
Abraham Lincoln.
No, he didn't.
No, he did
No,
not.
he didn't. And neither did JFK.
He didn't do a lot of things.
No, and you know who else hasn't done this? The Rock.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I feel like he's the type of person who just like has done it and just wouldn't know.
He has not done this specifically. Yeah, we're gonna get that checked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so be there.
He might. We'll have to look into that.
All right. Well, canonically in our universe, he hasn't. Okay.
And if he
So how about
has,
that?
it doesn't count.
No,
because we hate him.
Yeah, exactly. Next episode will be like really cool too. Like not just because of what you're saying, but we got a cool thing planned. So be there, and yeah, happy 20.
Happy 20.